It's not going, so let's just keep it going. It's not going, so let's just keep it going.
Warning. Stand by for countdown. Prepare audience for maximum impact. Full immersion begins in...
Peace forever and always. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. I'm a soul man, no. I'm a soul man. Yes, I am. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man, Lord.
You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so.
They see something that I don't see. What can you learn from a bum, Omar? Shamsuddin? What I learned from a bum, maybe is what not to do.
Nobody takes down Angel Snubbing Up 7 easy. There's a reason why, after 100 channels destroyed, Angel Snubbing Up 7 is still here. There's a reason, but you don't take me seriously.
maisha ni ya ghetto, msaliti ni wape kwa sharia muna kwao, wazimu pia na hao, furaha sio mfano, ukabila ni kwao, hapo nishafika, ukweli na hakika, kadiri ninashika, furaha kwa lahiki, kwa mashabiki, kipaji kwa muziki, beat na dhiki, muda muna wiki, mimi na himziki, split ni mukiki, kuna mtaziki, kwa makini mkulisi, sauti mala sili, filmi.
Don't you know, we're talking about a revolution song. Don't you know, talking about a revolution song. Don't you know, we're talking about a revolution song.
nami awoz mezani awodat already kama methali kama cheka tuko kwa table champagne pombe mezani mambuske tani pass me puff then ongeza majani kwani kuna mtu atani hey hadi gani wako hadi maututi hadi hatari take pita soup ndo mandhari atleta from far wanalamba vidole ni beat so sweet then piga vidonge high five why lie.
Don't you know? Talking about a revolution song. Don't you know? Talking about a revolution song. Don't you know? Talking about a revolution song. Tonight, we wanna have the time of our life. We don't.
I can handle the hot question. See, they say that Angel Snub Nub 7 don't care about the people. But Angel Snub Nub 7 cares about the people because I'm bold enough to tell you the truth, and I don't give a damn if you give me a dime. I'm not looking for your money.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
It's not flowing. Just keep it going.
Hey, Angel Snub 7. What's going on? Oh man, y'all go over there and subscribe to our brother Angel Snub 7. This man has overcome some stuff that I don't think the average individual could overcome and fight their way out of. You're a true warrior. I got a lot of respect for you. I know you done been through a lot of stuff on YouTube, but these people could not walk in your shoes and come out. They couldn't. Angel Snub 7, y'all. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. I'm telling y'all, this man is like a real warrior. Like, he's a fighter, the real kind, not the one that just be talking and running their mouth. The one that really fights and keeps going and going and going. Even when even when the chips are down, you got people that get up, dust their stuff off, and keep going. That's what Angel Snub 7 does.
It's not flowing. Just keep it going.
You were saying earlier, T?
What I was saying was.
Now, what was that you were saying earlier, T?
What I was saying was. What you do?
What you do?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Oh, you got plans.
Oh, you got plans.
Don't say that.
Shut your trap.
Unless you hear.
Unless you hear. Open your.
It's not flowing. Just keep it going.
Coming.
Come on through.
Come on, y'all. We want to see it.
It's going down tonight, y'all.
Throughout the 19th century and all across the United States, brand new settlements popped up along the American landscape as folks migrated west. Towns were especially seen post-Civil War, when the country wasn't embroiled by conflict and could focus more on westward expansion. No such town defines this latter sentimentality quite like Wild West lore, both built and established entirely by African Americans during the Reconstruction period. To understand more about its longevity and surviving the test of time, as well as to shine light onto one of the most fascinating bits of American history, here is a closer look.
Bro, you a genius. I ain't gonna lie. I swear, you're gonna go down like a Elijah Muhammad or a Malcolm X with this one. You finna go down in history with this one. I swear to God, bro. Yeah, but bro, you know, you your own, you different, bro. Yeah. I mean, to think of that. I mean, bro, this is genius. Like, I don't just say stuff just to be saying it. Like, I swear to God, bro, you are really on something to come up with this. I don't know how you came up with this.
Now, what was that you were saying earlier, T? What I was saying was, what you do? What you do? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, you got plans? Oh, you got plans? Don't say that. Shut your trap unless you hear. Unless you.
I'm ready. I've always been ready. I've wanted to be a part of this group since I was 2 years old. I'm ready. That's all. Joseph, I'm helping myself. Trust me.
We didn't have a choice. We was already doing for ourselves. We don't need to believe no more. We need to know.
Come on through, y'all. It's going down tonight, y'all. Y'all coming. Come on through. Come on, y'all. We want to see you. It's going down tonight, y'all.
I'm not going to help nobody get something my Negroes don't have. If I'm going to die, I'll die now, right here fighting you. If I'm going to die, you my enemy. My enemy is the white people, not Vietcong or Chinese or Japanese. You my opposer when I want freedom. You my opposer when I want justice. You my opposer when I want equality. You won't even stand up for me in America for my religious beliefs, and you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home.
No, I don't worry. I tell you, I'm a man who believed that I died 20 years ago. And I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody.
Must see that no other freed the sin, and at the same time, America was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that there was a willingness to give the white peasants from Europe an economic base. And yet it refused to give its black peasants from Africa, who came here involuntarily in chains, and had worked free for 244 years, any kind of economic base. And so emancipation for the Negro was really freedom to hunger. And when white Americans tell the Negro to lift himself by his own bootstraps, it's a cruel jest to say to a bootless man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps.
I'm saying that the Nation of Islam should evolve into what we call the Realist temple on earth. We didn't have a choice. We was already doing for ourselves. Even with all the oppression, we were accomplishing things far greater than the black and blacks have done. They've done very little, except bring you the teaching, the belief, because that's all teachings is. I believe. We don't need to believe no more. We need to know.
Everybody join. It's not growing. Just keep it going. It's not growing. Just keep it going.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us. So ain't
We
nobody.
are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
Keep it real.
What dear?
Because I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
It's not growing. Just keep it going.
And I am also your soul brother. Number one.
It's not growing. Just keep it going.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for, a change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Right. Bro, you a genius. I ain't gonna lie. This is like, bro, you was a genius. I swear. You're gonna go down like Elijah Muhammad or Malcolm X with this one. You finna go down in history with this one. I swear to God, bro.
Well, I'm their child. You know, we all their children.
Yeah, but bro, you know, you your own, you different, bro. Yeah. I mean, to think of that. I mean, bro, this is genius. Like, I don't just say stuff just to be saying it. Like, I swear to God, bro, you are really on something to come up with this. I don't know how you came up with this.
But Charles Blow talks about the fact that if you really want black power, consider going into 6 states. Now, I'm going to combine this with what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us as it relates to get states that you control. And so when you look at the idea of returning back Louisiana, as far north as Maryland, Alabama, okay, the Carolinas, there's a lot of black folk. Mississippi is the largest state of black folk. More black folk in Mississippi than any other state in the 50. And so if we were to do that and go into our own, become our own senators, we would up the amount of black senators immediately, Congress people immediately. We would up, and by the way, when you run in the state, when you run in certain things, you don't have to ask nobody for reparations. They give you reparations. Something we can do. This is doable.
The Mississippi campaign represents everything that you claim that you want. The beginning of an all-black independent nation. The ability to control your own resources, your politics, the law. Be able to do your own thing for a change. Create an economy. Create and produce goods that Africa or anybody on the planet would want. You're fake, you don't want to do nothing. 3 hours talking about the Mississippi campaign.
Let's see, Taalik says, can you send a shout out to my platform, the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry? Our theme this year is After Purge Comes the Heal. Shout out to your platform, Taalik. All the best to you guys with continuing to stretch in perspective, to stretch in what is possible, and to continue to bring healing into the space of yourself and others. Yes.
Just keep it going.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like at the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality's temple. Reality's temple. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me.
Like the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire. It's your glory. Just keep it going.
Himself, and you don't realize it. You don't realize it that God has been imprisoned. The devil was able to imprison God. So right inside your own self, your God self has been imprisoned, and you have a false sense of self running rampant inside the temple. This is why, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We have to bring reality's temple here on earth. Reality's temple here on earth. Because
Yes, sir.
we have to realize the enemy is running rampant inside this temple.
And that is Brother Taalik from the Reality Temples on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
My brother Angel Snub 7 at the Reality Temple. And to give props to him, because I listened to all of Angel Snub 7's videos. I think that he comes from a different angle, and there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KNBS, and he has also challenged the Black supremacy movement as well. And I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot stand and will not stand and will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
It's your glory. Just keep it going.
You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so.
Good evening, soul brothers and sisters. This is Tangi Cox, the Black Sheep, and I am propositioning you to entertain just a little while of being in reality. And this is gonna hurt soul sisters and brothers, because a lot of us cannot accept reality. I empower you to, for 1 year, to subscribe to the Reality Temple on Earth. And at the end of 12 months, draw your conclusion of what have you learned in that amount of time. I empower you. You will never, ever, ever think, feel, or entertain nonsense ever again, period. I would like to see my soul sisters and brothers awaken. This requires time. You need to spend about a year watching, researching, and looking. The reality temple on earth is life-changing, and I stand on that.
Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly.
That's right. I'm proud to be a Southern girl. I'm gonna take you back a little bit. Where? Back to Texas, where everything is bigger. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so. You couldn't be so.
Now, what was that you were saying earlier, T? What I was saying was. Now, what was that you were saying earlier, T? What I was saying was. What you do? What you do? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. Oh, you got plans. Oh, don't say that. Shut your trap unless you hear. Unless you open
Just keep it going.
Come on through. Come on, y'all. We want to see you.
It's going down tonight, y'all.
Throughout the 19th century and all across the United States, brand new settlements popped up along the American landscape as folks migrated west. Towns were especially seen post-Civil War, when the country wasn't embroiled by conflict and could focus more on westward expansion. No such town defines this latter sentimentality quite like Wild West lore, both built and established entirely by African Americans during the Reconstruction period. To understand more about its longevity and surviving the test of time, as well as to shine light onto one of the most fascinating bits of American history, here is a closer look.
Bro, you a genius. I ain't gonna lie. I swear, you're gonna go down like Elijah Muhammad or Malcolm X with this one. You finna go down in history with this one. I swear to God, bro. Yeah, but bro, you know, you your own. You different, bro. Yeah. I mean, to think of that. I mean, bro, this is genius. Like, I don't just say stuff just to be saying it. Like, I swear to God, bro, You are really on something to come up with this. I don't know how you came up with this.
Now, what was that you were saying earlier, T? What I was saying was, what you do? What you do? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, you got plans? Oh, you got plans? Don't say that. Shut your trap unless you hear. Unless you.
I'm ready. I've always been ready. I've wanted to be a part of this group since I was 2 years old. I'm ready. That's all. Joseph, I'm not myself. Trust me.
We didn't have a choice. We was already doing for ourselves. We don't need to believe no more. We need to know.
Come on through, y'all. Going down tonight, y'all.
Y'all coming?
Come on through.
Come on, y'all. We want to see you.
It's going down tonight, y'all.
The soul train.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am I'm the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty Angel Snubbing Up 7. I am your soul brother, number one. Well, we have arrived at that time of the year again, whereas on this platform, we give our main message of the year And that main message falls under what we call Soul Liberation Day. What is Soul Liberation Day? For those of you who are unfamiliar with this holiday that we have chose to celebrate. Soul Liberation Day is simply celebrating ourselves as individuals, the things that we have overcome this year in our personal lives, throughout our lives, and giving ourselves a pat on the back. There's nothing wrong with celebrating yourself, like celebrating your birthday, except this is celebrating our being able to overcome the hardships, obstacles in our lives. The job that we wanted, we finally got. The woman or the man that we've been chasing, we finally got them. Finally bought that new car. We overcome a sickness, whatever it is in our lives that we have overcome. Mine was, and I decided to have this day on December the 7th because in my own personal life, I liberated myself from incarceration of over 10 years. So I decided to have Soul Liberation Day on this day of my personal liberation. That we had the strength to overcome something in our personal lives. And then hopefully one day, we as a people, the descendants of slaves born in America, we as a people, these who are the descendants of those who suffered the black codes, those who suffered Jim Crow, one day as a people, we will be able to choose our identity ourselves. One day as a people, we will be able to come on Soul Liberation Day and we will declare ourselves liberated from all those things that kept us oppressed, all those things that held us back, so that we can reach our highest potential. So what is wrong with that? What is wrong with celebrating ourselves? What is wrong with celebrating who we are? What is wrong with that? I think there's nothing wrong. Shout out to Sister Mellow Cap and shout out to Christopher Steffen. Shout out to those in the chat rooms. We are simulcasting on all our Angel Snubbed Up 7 channels. We are simulcasting on our new Facebook channels also. Welcome to Soul Liberation Day. Our theme is Black Americans, pioneers of a new reality. I took down a lot of notes. I hope that you can hang with me for a little while. I thank you so much. It's always an honor that you would allow us to speak with you. Even if you never allow us to be able to lend us an ear again, I appreciate the little time that you gave us. I hope that you will stay here and just hear us out. So this is December, and in a few days, we will be entering the new year. And there is an old song that is sung when we enter the new year about let old acquaintances be forgotten. And so I have to decide that I must let all past acquaintances be forgotten for my well-being, so that I don't continue to suffer disappointment and frustration. Because you have certain people around you, you have certain people in your ear who's really not with you, and they will bring you down. They will cause you to drag. So all past acquaintances who expose themselves as not really your friend, backstabbers, personality worshipers, people who just want you to do what they want you to do. People who understand this reality, people who understand this truth, and get angry at you because you stand on your truth, that they knew what you was when they got here, but they want you to change and be something that you're not. And they get angry at you because you won't do what they want or what they believe you should do. So they leave, and that's good. Because you don't need leeches in your life. You don't need false friends in your life. You don't need false support in your life. Let them go. Bye-bye. And so as they go, they can't just go. They got to, or they have to wish you bad luck. I hope something bad happened to you. I don't want you to be successful. But the same people, when they were skinning and grinning in your face, the same people that was talking about, I support you doing this and I support you doing that, they want you to fail, but they wasn't helping you to be successful to begin with. Just cheerleading, scanning and grinning for whatever reason. And I'm not talking about any particular people. I've had to deal with this throughout my life on social media. They liked me because I was pro-black at one time. And when I began to change, oh, I don't like that, I'm gone. Why do they always have to tell you, I'm going to unsubscribe, I'm gone? Why do they have to always tell you that, like that hurt? I didn't ask you to come here. I don't know who you are. I didn't ask you to come here. I don't know when you got here, and I don't give a damn when you leave. Because you haven't done anything to help me. So why should I have concern or I unsubscribe? My channel has never been monetized. So I don't need your clicks. I don't need your likes. I don't need none of that stuff from you. And all of it don't mean nothing if I'm a liar. If the only thing I'm going to continue to do is present fairy tales and feel good rhetoric and kiss your ass, it's not happening here. So like the old song goes, float. Float on. Let all past acquaintances be forgotten. I remember when I was in the Nation of Islam, and I decided that was no longer for me. So I tried to be a brother because I thought we was brothers in this. I did not slander, and I still don't slander. I tell you my truth. I tell you my experience. I don't slander nobody. I don't gossip nobody. Assalamu alaikum, brother lunch break. I don't do that. But I would go to the mosque and they would try to get me to join up again and nonsense like that. I told you. I don't believe that way no more. But they refused to accept that. I would bring guests to the mosque. I would share Louis Farrakhan's videos. It was they, not me. It was they with the threats, death threats on social media. I go to the mosque and threaten with physical assault. That was them, not me. So this tells us, a lot. And this exposes, not me, this exposes them, because I've never shown nobody. I'm your brother. And I don't want nothing from you except your brotherhood. I'm not here to deceive and trick nobody. And I have to learn this lesson. Somebody said that when people show you who they are, believe them. I'm still having a problem with that because I'm naive and I want to be a brother to my brother and a brother to my sisters, but there are those, because they are brainwashed by this stuff, unless you bow down and submit to what they want, they don't want nothing to do with you, which that's fine. But see, you was a liar in the beginning. This was a lesson that Brother Malcolm learned the hard way. It took Brother Malcolm, as intelligent as he was, it took Brother Malcolm X 12 years to understand that the Nation of Islam was not his friend. And he should have began, I'm pretty sure, see, woo! Sometimes we see things and we ignore it. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. We see things early and we ignore it. I'm very sure out of the 12 years before the Nation of Islam murdered that man, I am sure that he saw something was wrong, but he ignored it. And some of us think that it's unbelievable. I know back in 2009, I began to realize that this pro-black stuff is not a benefit to the soul community. I began to see that this pro-black stuff was an enemy, and it's still an enemy. All this blackity black and religious stuff, your Kemen and your Nuwabian and your Israelites, all that stuff is detrimental to us. None of it is good. Your Moors, and the list goes on, all this stuff. Ain't none of it no good for you. It has proven itself. Some of it has been around almost 100 years. What has it done for you? It has done nothing for us. That's not my fault. You can get angry all that you want to and make up all kinds of excuses. Something in that is wrong. And what is wrong is that what produced it? The white man produced it. If it wasn't for racism, if it wasn't for the white man, all this stuff would not exist. All of it was born and it came from racism. It's the offspring of racism, and you embrace it because black is good now. But where did black come from? Black came from the racists. There was nobody calling themselves these things until the racists put a label and an identity on it. And you think it's better for you. It's poison. The only thing happened, they put chocolate over it. Chocolate covered racism. And when you listen to these people talk, if you take the black out of the conversation and put white, they sound just like the white man because that's where it comes from. The same thing. And I began to understand that's why Malcolm is not here. Because they was programmed to kill those things that was actually beneficial to the upliftment of a people. You think that it's good. And then there's no sense in trying to argue with me because time and history is on my side. It has done nothing for us. In the last 50 years, I don't even have to go back 50 years. What about the last 10 years? This is 2024. We can go back 10 years and you have social media, you have a lot of money, you have a lot of opportunity. What has it done? Nothing. And that's not my fault. But I realize there's a problem here. And when you make them angry, they show you exactly who they are. They call you the Sambo, they call you the coon, they call you the name that the white man calls us, the N-word, because they are the same. And they cannot even deceive you when they get emotional. Because that's who they are. Exactly. Blackface, Ku Klux Klan. Exactly, lunch break. Blackface, Ku Klux Klan. And this is not to say, let me make something perfectly clear. Can we make something perfectly clear? I'm not talking about everybody, but there's a mindset. Because there's beautiful pro-black, black first, people who are into Kemet and the Christian church. They're beautiful brothers and sisters. I know, I met them, and we're cool. But the ones who leading the charge are some nasty folks, profane folks. They're not really with you. They have a false idea of what they don't represent your freedom. They represent a new slave plantation for us. And I'll be damned. I'd rather be dead and cold in the ground than go on a new slave plantation because it's black. And they still got us caught up in spookism and fairy tales. They're no different than the trap that the Europeans put us in. We're still spooky. We love spookism. Here I am on this platform. I bring us the real truth through soul power, and through soul power gives us our identity that we control. It came from us. It didn't come from Arabia. It didn't come from ancient Kemet. It didn't come from somebody in the Bible a long time ago that we don't know nothing about. No, it came from us, and some of us are still alive. Your grandparents, my grandparents, some of them are still alive. They came up with it. It came from our womb. And we want to abort. We want to abort what comes up out of our womb and adopt somebody else's funky baby. I don't want their child. I want a soul woman that can give me a soul baby. I don't want nothing from them. I don't need nothing from them. Because I'm free. And a free man creates his own. Just like when you leave your mama and your daddy house, you will do certain things that your parents done, but you're not them. When your parents come to your house is different than theirs. It's not the same. So when you come to our house, regardless to what our ancestry is supposed to be, we're not like them. Our house is different. Because I don't live in mom and daddy house no more. This my rules. I pay the bills. I'm like James Brown. I'm getting up and doing my thing. That's what you should want, unless you're a child. And somebody send you to your room. And you have to abide by their rules. And that's what black power is. And that's why you're not free. Because black power, blackity black, all this blackity black stuff does not represent freedom. It represents you go to your room. Wait for your mom and your daddy to show up and feed you. And tell you Santa Claus stories. Because that's what we do. And that's what a lot of us do. We tell our children these damn lies. Peter Rabbit, the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, and a lot of these fairy tale stories. And now we let them watch cartoons that's not real. Rabbits talk, dogs talk, all this fairy tale nonsense. And this is what they do to us. Oh, the black man is God, and he's going to do this, and the God, invisible God, going to come out the sky and do all this Marvel, DC universe bull-doo-doo. You rather listen and you gravitate towards that because you have a childlike mind. There's no way to hell an adult would be impressed by this stuff because none of it is true. I even asked today on my Facebook, bring your God, bring your spirits, bring your demons to the live stream. I'm live right now. I'm asking God, Allah, Yahshua, whatever, Jesus, ask them to come to the live stream right now. They never come. Just like if I said Spider-Man come, just like if I said Iron Man come, the Incredible Hulk, none of them gonna come to the live stream because they're not real. We love spookism. We don't want a real culture. And then in order for us to begin to act like adults, we've been given something that we call the vision of Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. Only adults can do it. Children can't do it. Somebody with a slave mind can't do this. You can't do it. And we see they don't want to do it because their child mind, just like a lot of children. Children might want to try, but they're not going to do it because they know is something they're not capable of. You'll never see a child run and try to, I want to fix a car. They don't have the knowledge. They don't understand fixing a car or fixing a phone. The only thing, the only thing they know how to do is play with the phone. The only thing they know how to do is ride in the car. The child cannot comprehend these things. And you are childish. The only thing you can do is ride in a car. You can't repair a car. You ain't repaired a damn thing since Dr. King was murdered in 1968. Done nothing. Because you're waiting for your mommy and your daddy to help you with your phone. Open the door so you can get in the car for a ride. So you love spookism. But you're not impressed by real things. Because see, I could be spooky too. But why should I be spooky when we can keep it real? I don't have to prove nothing. I don't have to believe in nothing. It's real. I was diagnosed with blood cancer in 2020. Blood cancer, meaning the cancer is in my blood. Oh, whew. Blood cancer, it's not in my liver. It's not in my lung. It's not in my pancreas. Blood cancer. The cancer is in your blood. That means the cancer is all over my body. And then I'm having surgery. I have blood cancer. And I'm making live videos like I'm talking to you. I'm making live videos. Who else on the internet who's sick? Who just had major surgery? Who else make videos laying in the bed with tubes and all kinds of machines connected to me? I'm making live videos. But that don't mean nothing. But it's real. I'm telling God, kill me. Who does this? I'm asking God to kill me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong in what I'm presenting to the people, because I don't want to say nothing that could show one person off. I'm telling God to kill me. If you let me live, God, coming from your state of mind, your logic, if God lets me live, then apparently God must approve of what I'm telling us. I'm making live videos in the bed. They take me off pain medication because I don't need it. They ask me every day, what kind of pain do you feel? What kind of, I'm like, you got to think about it. I got to think, well, am I in pain? Because I'm cut open. I'm cut open. I'm supposed to feel some kind of pain, don't I? Huh? I'm supposed to have some kind of pain. So they take me off pain medication. I didn't need a blood transfusion. My body was able to deal with the surgery. No blood transfusion. But this is real. I accepted death. I accepted death, but your Jesus, hollow to the heavens, my God, why thou forsaken me? Because he didn't know he was getting ready to die. But you impressed by that. Somebody begging for their life and don't understand why you killing me. And I'm asking God for death, because if I'm wrong, You need to kill me. But if you let me live, and nothing coming into existence without God's approval, then God approves of me, whether you like it or not. If we're the children of God, then what makes somebody special and better than me? What makes them smarter? What makes them wiser? Well, you can judge by their works, okay? Well, see, nobody won't work with me. But you have those thousands and hundreds of y'all work with them. And you say that God is with them and they have produced what for you? Nothing. You want to get angry at me? I'm not the one to get angry at. You need to get angry at yourself and those of whom you support who produce nothing for you. I saw a short video where Mr. Tariq Nasheed is going back on his FBA ideology because of the loss of Kamala Harris and some other things. Now he's flipping. And he's going off on the people that he fed this ideology to. Talking about him like a dog. But you ain't learned a lesson. You still want to follow somebody. He told them, you ain't produced nothing. You the leader. They following you. If they have not produced nothing, they following your leadership. They are under the sound of your voice, sir. But these are the people that you like. And now he has turned on his own FBA. And that's Angel Snubbing Up 7 fault, because I come out here to talk about it. If we the children of God, what makes one person better than me, smarter than me? Why can't I express myself? Why can't I show what God has given to me? But if we were children in somebody's house, you would get upset with your mother and your father. Why are you giving this child more attention than me? You wouldn't like that. But this is what this God does, using y'all logic, because you're nothing. You want to get angry at me because if we all come from God, ain't nobody better than me. I don't care how divine you call yourself. Especially when you haven't produced nothing. Then when you talk about why you're not producing nothing, they talk about, we did this in 1930, we did this in 1960. Duh, this is 2024. Now check it out. Mellow Cap, lunch break. Brother Chris, now check this out. How many of us go to Walmart? I go to Walmart a lot. I'm a customer of Walmart. I don't know when he passed, Sam Walton, the man that created or started Walmart. I don't know when he passed, but I know he's probably been gone a little while now. Walmart is still big and strong. What you create, gone. Now you tell me, why is Walmart still here? But all the things that you brag about, the Nation of Islam did this, and the Moore Science Temple did this, and Marcus Garvey did this, where they at? Pretty soon Walmart will be here just as long as all of them. They're not talking about what Sam Walmart did in his day. They talking about what we're going to do next year, 10 years from now. That's how Walmart is talking. They talking about the now. What we need to do now. Where we should be tomorrow. They're not talking about what they did 5,000 years ago, 30,000 years ago, 1930, 1980, or whatever. We're the only ones caught up in the past. I began to learn that there's another matrix, the black matrix. And it's just as bad as the matrix or the trap that the Europeans have us in. Matter of fact, it's worse. It's worse because you think that you got the knowledge. You have the facts. And get so angry when somebody show us you don't have the knowledge. You don't have the facts. All you have is a black version of racism. That's the only thing you have. A black version of white supremacy. Because life doesn't put supremacy or inferiority on a skin color. Life has limitations. There's good and there's bad. It's good to be a tall person. Sometimes it's not good being a tall person. Sometimes it's good to be short because you might need to be short to be able to go somewhere and you're too tall to get there. So there's bad and good. There's no supremacy. Only in racism, there's supremacy. So the Nation of Islam teaches that the fictional Moses came to break up the civilization of the devil or the white man. And I say, using that logic, I say that I am here to break up all of it. The white matrix, the black matrix, and to bring us to humanity. The late Bruce Lee was asked, do you feel more Asian or do you feel or Chinese, or do you feel more American? And Bruce Lee said, or he responded, I'm paraphrasing, I just like to be human. I just like to be human. And this is our problem. Living in racism, living in this environment have made us unnatural, made us inhuman. We have become what we talk about. And you don't even know it. That's the sad thing. You think you're different than the white man. You're no different. Your mindset, your idea of success, your idea of living is just like them. Because that's all that you know. And to continue this mindset, regardless to the color of your skin, humanity is destined for self-extinction, which that could be a good thing. Your arrogance, you think that you're better than all life on the planet. If all humans disappeared today, this planet don't have a concept, it don't give a damn. We have no concept. All the people who have died, all the civilization and tribes and whatever, come and go. How many people have died this year and will be forgotten? As time goes on, you will be forgotten. So we need to be human and learn how to live life and enjoy this little bit of time that we have on this planet, instead of being a devil, a black devil, a white devil, an Asian devil, a bunch of destructive life form. The only thing human beings do is take. You don't give nothing. It's all about you. And you think that you're not going to die. Oh, I'm going to be reincarnated. I'm going to turn into energy and fly around the universe forever. All this foolishness. I'll be glad when your ass gone. The earth has maybe the earth will finally get the peace that it deserves. And all this destruction, the planet will heal once our dumb ass is gone. Our God ass is gone. Over-exaggerate your value. This planet don't need you. This planet don't need human beings. The only thing you do is destroy and act stupid. The so-called most intelligent life on this earth, stupid as hell, greedy, selfish. You've never seen elephants do crack cocaine. You've never seen a sheep get a DUI. But this is what we do. Dumbass stuff. We're going to take a plant and smoke. What is the purpose of that? You don't see no animals out there trying to do no dumbass stuff. What is the purpose of smoking cigarettes, smoking weed? Then you smoke the right plant and you start feeling dizzy. Wow, this feel good. And brag about being stupid. Man, I'm drink some liquor and brag about it. And you said getting high, getting drunk, that relieves your stress. Relieve your stress from what? From the screwed up world that you have built. You put the stress on yourself, then you turn to liquor, alcohol, and drugs because of the environment that the human being built. You built the stress. Then you got to drink liquor and do drugs to get the pressure of the stress that you built. It's a hell of a odd thing. You teach people religion and they spend their life, I got to be good. I better not, what's that? I better not cry. I better not, whatever. That little song, I better not. I'm telling you why. Because Allah is coming to town. Because Jesus is coming to town. Because Yahshua is coming to town. You stressful. I don't want the Honorable Minister Farrakhan mad at me. I don't want Marcus Garvey to be mad at me. I don't want the Buddha to be on. That's a stressful ass life trying to please dead people. And living people that's no better than you. Tariq Nasheed, Louis Farrakhan, Umar Johnson, they all have to go to the bathroom and they take a dump. They all have to urinate. They breathe air. They're no better than you. When one of these suckers show they don't have to eat, they don't have to drink, they're not going to die, hey, that's something to be impressed. Oh, yeah, you are better than me because I can't do it. I accept the reality I can get sick. I accept the reality I need to eat. I need air, and I need to take a dump. As a matter of fact, I might pass gas right now on this live stream. Who knows? Because that's what human beings do. You pass gas. You pass gas, what, 30 times a day, they say? But these guys are divine. Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson, Young Pharaoh, these people are divine. They don't mean nothing to me. Especially when you don't produce nothing. Just a bunch of talk. Hell, I can talk. The difference is you help them. You won't help me. That's on you. I wanted to invite speakers, which I have done in the past. I've invited people to come join me here on Soul Liberation Day. Trying to be a brother, they've never invite me nowhere. They don't invite me nowhere. And they come here and tell us nothing. They come here so they can hear themselves talk. They don't care what they talk as long as they can hear themselves talk. They could care less about Soul Liberation Day. And when they talk, it's not even in relation to what Soul Liberation Day is about. Just want to hear, just come here and talk. Seeking praise. Trying to sound smart. Their own self-indulgence. Their own self-enrichment. Bringing nothing to the conversation. Nothing to the conversation. The redundant stuff that we've heard over the last 50 years. They have nothing to bring because their mind is in the cesspool. And the only thing that's in the cesspool is doo-doo. So the only thing you're going to do is continue to bring doo-doo. And if you go see some of them, they have not progressed. They have not done anything. Still in the doo-doo. Have not accomplished anything. Oh, but it sounds good. I'm no longer impressed. I'm an adult. You can impress children. I'm an adult. The Nation of Islam got me when I was a child. And some of you caught up in it, but you haven't grew out of it. I'm grown out of that fairy tale life. You still caught up in the fairy tale. You still caught up in Baba. Who's the witch? The white man. So I don't need nobody to come here unless they earn the right to be here. I can do bad by myself. I don't need some clown. Get rid of all the clowns. I'm tired of the clowns. I'd rather be by myself because I know what I stand on. I've been tried. I've been tested. I know who the hell I am. These clowns joke, make me look weak, make me look pitiful. Because I got to explain why they weak. I got to explain why they pitiful. I don't need no clowns around me. In the movie Shaka Zulu, the only thing Shaka Zulu, which many of these people claim they have respect for Shaka Zulu. In the movie of the 1980s or late 70s, I believe, it was the 80s, I think, I'm not really sure. Rest in peace, Henry Seeley, the one that played Shaka Zulu. In the movie Shaka Zulu, the only thing on Shaka's mind was war and royalty. That's the only thing was on his mind. He did not have, in the movie, he did not have a bunch of women around him. I gotta screw all the women in the village. Shaka did not have that type of attitude. When you are a boxer, they tell you don't have sexual relations before the fight, because that takes away from your strength. Mike Tyson learned the hard way. That's when he lost his title for the first time, because he was all up in Robin Givens' booty. Shaka, one of his servants, one of his female servants in the movie, one of his female servants basically begged him to lay down with her. And Shaka was like, I don't need to do that. Because a warrior, he said, I walk alone. I don't need that. I don't need your putty tap. I don't need nobody. I just need myself. A warrior walks alone. That's the only time in the movie that Shaka dealt with some woman. But these slaves, I got 2 wives. I got 3 wives. I'm a polygamist. You cannot be a warrior, because keeping your mind on somebody's booty does not allow you to think properly. And that's why you're not going nowhere. A woman should be able to be friends with a man, be around men, and don't have to worry about somebody always want to get in her panties. She should be able to be around men just because the men are strong. But you don't see that. I got to get in these men. I got to get in somebody's panties, because you're not a warrior. You're still a slave. You're still a mandingo from the plantation. And most times, massa still have to take care of your children. The woman ends up on government welfare or some whatever. And at the minimum, the white man still got to give you a job. You don't create no job for your woman. You don't create no job for your children, or you don't create a job for your dog Scruffy. You just out here, a mandingo, a breeder. Shaka felt like he didn't need children at all. And he told his mother, there's no future without Shaka. And when Shaka died, the Zulu nation was conquered by the British, because they didn't have the mindset of a Shaka. They didn't understand. They didn't have the leadership. They didn't have the vision of a Shaka. Shaka had his personal demons, but he didn't have nobody to go to because nobody was on that level. The only thing they were was followers. Followers of the king, but didn't understand the thinking of the king. And so we're like herd animals. So when the leadership go off the cliff, there we go. We've seen this in Africa all the time. These animals, it's a lake full of crocodiles. But when the leadership, those who are leading, decide to go across the river, everybody decides, I'm going to go too. They're not going to try to wait to try to avoid the crocodile. Well, Minister Farrakhan went. Well, Marcus Garvey went into the river. Jesus will go into the river. Let's all go into the river. And that's what you see, like herd animals. So the scriptures call us sheep. Because sheep is mindless. The sheep just follows the lead of the sheep herder. Wherever the sheep herder goes, that's where the sheep go. And if he leads them, even though they see that's a cliff, all the sheep gonna fall off the cliff. We've been falling off the cliff since the death of Dr. King. No progress. We continue to benefit from the scraps of the civil rights movement. And so since the majority of us didn't do nothing, since the majority of our people did not do nothing, they did not earn the freedom, then they just sit around here, I want money. That's the first thing you will hear. I want money. I want me a house. You never hear them talk about liberation. Even though they watch Muhammad Ali videos all day long, you never hear these people talk about freedom, liberation, because Muhammad Ali was about that life. He was about the struggle. These folks, the only struggle they want to hear, how can I get more gold chains? How can I get more booty? Slaves. Slaves. Is that my fault? No. But they get angry at me because I talk about it. So Shaka said, I walk alone. And the only thing, and once the leader died, they try to copy, regurgitate, and copy. It's very little that Walmart is copying what Sam Walmart did 50 years ago. Because this is a different time. There was no computers. There was no social media. A lot of things have changed. There was no President Trump. So you got to be able to change. The time is different. There was no 10,000 immigrants coming across the border. You have to take a lot of things into consideration. We're more educated now. You're more integrated with the people that you call devil. How you gonna call people devil to a people and the majority of y'all are related to the devil? You have biracial grandchildren. You have biracial in-laws. White man is the devil. The white man is evil. But you using his crap. You using YouTube. You can't make your own. Using Facebook, you can't make your own. You are not in no position to sit and talk about nothing. pitiful ass. So I come here alone. And there are those who will make mockery of me. He don't have nobody on his platform no more. His views go. My views always been down. I've always been whatever I am. Doesn't change anything. And we know the reason why my views are down. We already know it has nothing to do with bringing somebody on my platform. You know the reason why, but you don't want to accept reality because I don't fit your vision. And I don't want to fit your vision because you're a damn loser. I don't want to be you. You're a loser. I don't want to be associated with you. You're a bunch of losers. I don't mind walking alone. I understand that the people that I'm born is weak. You got a big mouth, but you're weak. The majority of black people in this country did not fight. Even now, you sit on your ass and somebody else do the fighting. And you benefit from their struggle. So when you don't earn something, you don't have no respect for nothing. Because you didn't earn it. Very few of us can say our mother, our father, uncles, or somebody participated in the civil rights movement. Very few of us. I was a little boy and wanted to fight. And did what I could as a little tiny boy. Here you are, grown men and women sitting on your ass waiting for God or some kind of spook or you don't give a damn. You comfortable on the slave master plantation. You have the nerve to try to talk to me with your pro-black. I'm not even talking about the so-called lost found. This is another thing. People talk about we woke. Those the lost found, they deaf, dumb, and blind. But you ain't doing no damn better than they are. You woke, they sleep. What are you doing any different, any better than they are? Because you will call Oprah Winfrey sleep. But Oprah Winfrey is doing her thing. She's a billionaire. And y'all woke ass will beg her for some of her money. A so-called woke person begging somebody that sleep for their money. Now what's this? Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. I understand that the people that I'm born from are weak. Because a lot of your leadership today want you weak so they can exploit you because they ain't not no better than the white man is. They don't know what to do. The only thing they know how to do is clown you with some teaching, some feel-good crap and take your money. Or if you're a woman, take your booty. You're wrong, brother. You're wrong, brother. We strong. I know you hear that all the time. Black man is God. We some strong people. We survived slavery. Y'all don't listen to that Taalik. Taalik, you Snap, you need to stop that stuff now, bro. Snap, you need to stop that. Black Americans is strong. We survived slavery. Get it right, partner. Surviving slavery does not make you strong. Surviving slavery only means that you prove that you know how to learn under pressure. That's all it proved. As using myself for an example, I was bullied for 3 years. I was not strong. I learned how to duck and dodge and skin and grin. I scratched where I didn't itch when I was around the bully. Do that make me strong? Because I'm scratching where I don't itch, ducking and dodging. Uh-oh, there go Mikey. His name wasn't Mikey, but there go Mikey, ducking and dodging. How does that make me strong? Because I learned how to live around my bully. Buck shuffle. That's all Black Americans do is buck shuffle. And you scratch where you don't itch. Even the pro-Black folks, y'all do the same thing. You scratch where you don't itch. Especially on social media. Because you know if you say or do the wrong thing, Mark Zuckerberg and Google, they will take your money away from you. They'll demonetize your channel. And you won't have nowhere to talk. Because nobody won't go to your website. Nobody goes to the Nation of Islam website. Nobody goes to Umar Johnson website. Nobody goes to Sarnetta, Tahaka Bay, Young. People don't go to their websites. Because if people was going to your website, what you need YouTube for? What you need Instagram for? So they're careful about what they say, what they do, because Mark Zuckerberg, you are in violation of our community standards, and they kick your You're gonna scratch where you don't itch, because even in 2024, they still control your job. They control the media. They can put charges. They can charge you with a crime you didn't do. You know their power. So what did I do, sir? Within the last few years, the only thing I seen from these warriors, when they face the police, they drop their guns and go to the ground. What did I do? What did I do? But before then, you see them on camera. What's his name? The recent guy, I forgot. He's in jail right now. I forgot what his name was. He was running his mouth when I was having surgery 4 years ago. I believe he's in jail. I forgot what this guy's name was. He's in jail. That's the only thing y'all know how to do. Oh, but when it comes to Black folks, I'm going to kill so-and-so. I'm going to come to your house and kick your ass. I'm going to do this to Black people. But when it comes to them, you throw your guns on the ground. You have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say would be used against you in a court of law. Y'all know about that. Scary ass. It's a very stressful existence, living in fear. And some of us, not only do we fear the white man, but we fear some of these black folks, because they will hurt other Black folks. Soul brothers and sisters. Oh yeah, you will. They will assault you, threaten you. They will kill you. Oh yeah, they will. They'll hurt you. So you're gonna be a good boy, because Massa gonna give you some extra butter biscuits, right? Give you better jobs. I don't think Trump gonna give you a cabinet position. I haven't seen a Negro yet for a cabinet position. He's not gonna give you a cabinet position, but overall society, they're gonna keep letting you have basketball contracts. You can be a rapper. You can go to P. Diddy freak off. You can be a freak. You is success. Because you don't control the rap contract, you don't control the music, you don't control the basketball, you don't control the football, you don't control the damn thing. You're just a Negro. I seen Jay-Z walking with some old white guys. Jay-Z wasn't even born. These guys probably know some black people that was lynched. He's walking around with these Caucasians. You don't have nothing in common with them. But they run and control everything. So I got to stay good with my massa. Jay-Z is a billionaire. He's still scared of them. The only one who stood up a little bit was what's his name? Kanye West. Then when they start taking too much, Kanye said, But see, the thing about it is, if y'all cowards had stuck up, had stood with Kanye, he probably would have kept fighting and kept doing what he was doing. But Kanye was like, I'm here by myself. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to let them take everything I got. Because that's how we are. Cowards. The warriors. You're not no damn warrior. You're nothing but a breeder. Jay-Z don't have nothing in common with these people. And we lost Kanye because he didn't have no help, didn't have no backup. He don't understand that the people he come from are cowards. It took me 3 years to get up the nerve to fight against my bully. Because I couldn't handle it no more. I couldn't stand it no more. The people in Montgomery, Alabama, the bus boycott, it just got to the point I can't handle this bullying. I can't handle this. I can't, the humiliation. I can't do it no more. And the boycott, what was it, 3 or 4 years? They stood their ground. I'm going to fight this. Dr. King, will you help us? Ain't nobody asking your ass for no help. All these pro-black folks talk about trying to help black folks. No, you want people on your slave plantation. You ain't trying to help nobody. Nobody asked you to help them. A group of people went to Dr. King. You help. Nobody asked Malcolm X, and we love Malcolm X. Nobody asked Malcolm X to be no leader like that. Black people just because of black. Nobody asked me. Them. But those people couldn't stand it no more. I couldn't stand it no more after 3 years. And I had to stand against the bully alone. The people of Montgomery stood alone. They had to stand alone.
Got a message here saying that we're freezing up. From my side, I don't see anything. But hopefully, if we're freezing up, hopefully we can get a good broadcast from some of the other simulcast channels, and when we broadcast, everything might be fine. So I apologize for that. It took me 3 years to challenge my bully. I stood all I can stand. I can't stand no more. Then, years later, I was unjustly incarcerated for 10 years. I had to stand alone. They stood alone in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. We always stand alone in this country. Acting like it's a big deal. You need people on your panel and you need to hold hands with somebody. When we stand alone, we're used to standing alone. But the thing about it is, when you stand up, especially alone, your enemy might not tell you, but nobody respects a coward. Nobody respects a coward. And as far as these people are concerned, begging for reparations and begging for this and that and that, what you gonna do about it? All that they say is a bunch of cowards. You're not gonna take any action to do nothing. Nobody respects a coward. And one thing about those people, when I was locked up by the state of Missouri, I earned their respect. And they don't want to do it again. They don't want to go through that again. I was able to do something. They told me I was able to do something nobody was able to do in 100 years. Oh, woo! When you see these things in reality, and you don't respect them, but you're gonna respect a man. He walk on water and all, and snakes talk. You respect these things, and the demons come out the sky. But when somebody bring you something that's real, you don't have no respect for it. You're gonna get yours. You're gonna get yours. Because all that's not gonna help you because it's not real. And when you stand up for yourself, that's when you get caught crazy. When you're outside of the box, he crazy. He insane. But you don't think about, they called Elijah Muhammad crazy. They called Dr. King crazy. They called Huey P. Newton crazy, and Mark Hampton and Mark Clark and Fred Hampton crazy. They call all our people, anybody that stand up for yourself. They called the slaves that ran away from the plantation, gave them a mental illness called drapetomania. Because I don't want to be on a slave plantation. I'm not supposed to be a damn slave. Oh, that's crazy. I told my bully and I told my oppressor, do what you gotta do. I'd rather be dead, but this stops now. I'm not going to continue to just lay here. If you want ass, you got to bring some. We fear and we're lazy is our number one problem. We're comfortable in this cesspool. And I walk alone. So somebody laughing at me because I'm alone don't mean a damn thing to me. Because I know what I am. Walking alone prove to me how strong I am. I don't need you. I can walk alone. You need somebody to hold your damn hand, to talk for you, to kiss your little knee. I don't need nobody to help me with a damn thing. What do it say in the Quran? It talks about the believers. Do you think that you would believe and not be tried? I've been tried over and over again. Either I'm going to fall or I'm going to get weaker or I'm going to get stronger. And the only thing they have done is made me stronger. Y'all still hanging with me? We got a little bit more to go. Welcome to Soul Liberation Day 2025. Our theme this afternoon is Black Americans, pioneers of a new reality. And they tell me, oh, you are negative. No, I tell the truth. I keep it real. When do telling the truth become negative? Because it exposes your lie and you love lies. I don't mind being alone. When the sun rises, who do it rise with? I don't think you heard, man. When the sun rises, who do the sun rise with? It rises alone. And it brings the rays of light. It brings and causes life. It don't need nobody. Here. And that's why the ancient people gravitated toward the sun, and the male's supposed to be so strong, so they called the male the sun, S-O-N, in reference to the sun, S-U-N, because of the power. And without the sun, without the light, you stay in darkness, wandering and dying. And that's what we see. And see, what is black? Black is not a color. The darkness is not black. Darkness is something void of light. And you are void of light in the blackness of darkness because there's no light. And so you're wandering. And you wonder why you can't get anywhere. Not too much can go to the sun and challenge the sun. It gets burned up. Over again. When you come this way with your garbage, it gets burned up. It gets burned up so bad that some folks get so emotional and almost start crying. That's not my fault. You bringing something that should have died long time ago. When you come here, I'm the crematorium. I burn up dead bodies. I burn up dead things and send it to ashes. We're the sun. Because the light has come to us. And if you take off your blinders, if you take off your sunglasses, come up out of the darkness, what happens to us when we are in the dark and all of a sudden we come into the light? We start squinching. We have to adjust so that you can see. You're not able to see because you're still in the darkness. You're not even in the squinching phase. You're not even adjusting to the light. You love being where you are in the dark because it gives you the excuse to do nothing, to continue to do the nothing that you have been doing for the last 50 years. You like being in the dark. So our topic, from the sun. Our topic is Black Americans, pioneers of a new reality. We know that the current voices that's around us, we understand they bring nothing new. And they will admit that. They will tell you that, and you don't mind. They copy and paste, regurgitate. They bring nothing from their mind. And they will tell you that. It comes from over here. It comes from their mind. Why you follow, why listen to somebody? Paste. It's not going to get you nowhere, man. It's not going to get you nowhere, woman. And it's taking you nowhere. So, Black Americans, pioneers of a new reality. We was just talking about being a coward. A coward cannot bring nothing new because you're too damn scared. Woo, let's get through this. Let's get through this. I was talking about walking alone. Walking alone does not make nobody wrong. If 5 billion people believe in something stupid, it's still stupid. 5 billion people believe in it. Does not change anything. It's still stupid. So walking alone on this platform by myself don't make me wrong. And if they are so right of anybody, you got something better, bring it. But again, we continue to prove ourselves here. All those that come here with that stuff get burned in hell. And they cry. That's the only thing they can do is they cry. And get emotional because they have nothing. It don't even come from them. I am the reality's temple on earth. I am Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. I don't need to go talk to nobody. I don't have to read no books from nobody. It's me. These folks bring in some stuff that they read in a book from somebody else who you think is smarter than me. And they have produced what? Thousands of people support you. And they produce nothing. What is it? Last month was Thanksgiving. And we know pro-black folks don't really give a damn about Native American people. But just like the Nazis, they will use anybody, anything to help with their argument. They use the Native American people so they can sell their product. But there's a famous picture, excuse me. There's a famous picture. I'm almost done here. Can y'all hang just a few minutes? Yeah, just a little bit here. There's a famous picture of a Native American person on a horse. Some of you have seen this. And this Native American person is looking out over the land with tears in his eyes. Because he understood the life that he knew was over. His reality of life is over. It will never come back. There are so-called Native American people, or some people, they want to bring the Nation of Islam back. I mean, that's nothing but organization. But as a people, as a way of life, as a civilization, though, that's over with. Europeans destroyed that. It's never coming back. You can practice the old traditions all you want to. You can dress up with the eagle feathers and do the dances or whatever. That life is over. And we see this in nature. We want to call, the white man is the devil. We see this in nature. The Caucasian or the European have done nothing no different than nobody else prior to them. You even see it in nature. Who knows how many civilizations, how many animals have come and gone? Things have a beginning and they have an ending. And life moves on. Oh, no. Let me stop you right there, brother. I got him. I got the brother now. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, the black man has no beginning. He has no ending. He's the Alpha. I got him, y'all. Turn the video off now, Snup. I got you now. Everything's a beginning or ending. And this person you call a man didn't even exist until the white folks created racial classification. He didn't even exist. The white folks created racial classification. According to the scientists, humanity is about 200,000 years old. Now, your fairy tale, your lie, going back 666 trillion years ago, that's not proven. It's just talk. There's no kind of evidence except talk. The oldest fossil of human beings don't go back no 666 trillion years ago. And they call the fossil black, but that's not what the scientists call the fossil. They don't call the fossil a black person. Just because somebody originates out of Africa don't make them an African. We don't know what that person was. Plus, at one time, they talked about something called the Pangea, where the continents basically all was together at one time. And after time, the continents broke apart. Questions here, care about the question, because that mess with your fairy tale. That mess with your Marvel Comics DC Universe rhetoric. There's no evidence to support what you're talking about. None. But what we do know, and the person that was found in Africa don't have nothing to do with you. You are a modern man. You don't know nothing about them people. They probably didn't even walk upright. Probably was hairy as hell. You want to claim something because you really don't know what it is. But here we have the Twa people or the Pygmy people or the Maasai, and you don't claim them. And they are the oldest people that science that's living. And they live in Africa, but you don't claim them. You want to claim some unknown mystery, fictional person or people so you can paint them any kind of way that you want to. Mind you, civilization is what about? What? It's not civilization itself is not old. Human beings is about 200,000 years old. Civilization is just a small part. And how we live is younger than that. What? 250 years? The life that we live in, this modern society that we live in, is less than that. We believe in these fairy tales. If you want to believe in these fairy tales, that's your business. I'm not here. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. You can believe all that you want to. But if you come here, you're going to prove it. And you can't. It's a belief. And I'm going to go beyond belief. I'm going to call it for what it is. It's a damn lie. It's a lie. Life goes on. Whether you are a free person or whether you are a slave, life goes on. The native people were defeated by disease and the killing of their buffalo. Of course, the Caucasians behind it. They put up a good fight. But that disease and killing their source of survival, the buffalo, that what did them in. And they can't recover because their life was based upon the buffalo. More so than the disease. It was the killing of the buffalo that defeated the Native Americans more so than the disease was. Here we are, Black Americans, talking all pro-Black folk talking all this garbage. You're easily controlled because you don't control the necessities of life. Somebody else control the necessities of life. They control your YouTube, Facebook, internet, your gas, electricity, your utilities, your water. Then on top of that, you're used to it. That's why you really don't fight. That's why you really don't fight against it. Also, you don't like talking about, a lot of us, we carry their blood, whether you like it or not. I don't care what kind of African you think you are. In America, we're carrying their blood. We've been living with these people almost 500 years, and we are carrying their blood. I don't care if it's 2%. But the main thing is you've been living with these people for 500 years, and you're comfortable. And that's why some of y'all claim to get mad, but you're not really mad. You're not really angry. Because there's a lot of desert out there. You don't have to live around these people. I'm pretty sure you can get some desert land. Woo! Let me show y'all how fake you are. These Pan-African people, look, the people called the Mormons was harassed in America. And they finally decided, I can't take this no more. They didn't know where they was going. So they decided, we're going to roll west to get away from these idiots. And they end up in Utah, a desert. They learned how to survive, and they established the state of Utah. And became, oh man, they became a power in America and created their own state in the desert. So of all these pro-black folks, if you really were serious, you don't have to go to Africa, because you're not. Go out to the desert. Go to the desert. Since you're a god and a warrior and you got all this going, go out to the desert and establish yourself and get away from them, because you don't like integration. You don't like integration. Well, disintegrate your ass. Get your boys and go out into the desert. Hell, go to Africa in the desert. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind. And them scorpions and them big ass snakes and other critters out in the African desert, they wouldn't mind. Take your ass. See, you're not real. You a coward. You scary. Black Americans are not going to rebel against their papa, the white man, the people you call adults, even yourself. You're not going to rebel against the white man, because they our papa. They our mammy. They our papa. This is all you know, living in the massa house. None of y'all field Negroes. We always talk about the house Negro and the field Negro. None of you. None of you worked in the field. The last people that worked in the field was people like my mama and grandmama, sharecroppers in the South. I ain't never worked in no field. I always worked in massa house, just like you. You ain't working no field. You don't know nothing about that kind of work. And they always quote Malcolm. Malcolm always talked about the house Negro and the field Negro. He was wrong. The house Negro was closer to massa, probably got their ass whooped and terrorized more so than the field Negro. At least if you're out in the field, you get a little break, you right there in the house with Massa. He was wrong in that analogy. And there's historical evidence to show that Malcolm was wrong in that analogy. Many of the so-called house Negroes ran away. They helped the field Negro run away. You're comfortable in this. Dr. Umar Johnson talks about Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass was biracial. His daddy was the slave master. I believe he killed his daddy. I don't know how that story went. And he ended up marrying a white woman. Of course, because that's part of his blood. Plus, when you get to know somebody, you begin to look over their skin color, their size. When you start knowing somebody for who they are, outside of their skin color, and other things, they pole, and you start to, that's why I say, and I'm very confident in what I say, if I had an opportunity to know this lady here, I say I can pull her. Because she's nothing but a human being. And a lot of these old pro-black lying ass folks, they have met Caucasian people who have treated them just, and they are friendly with them. I heard that Elijah Muhammad had Caucasian people that he was friendly with. I know Marcus Garvey did. And a lot of these folks did, because you're able to look past, what is it that Dr. King always said? It's the content of somebody's character, their integrity. And you get to know them by that. Frederick Douglass was around a white woman who stood for justice. And he looked beyond her skin color, who he looked beyond the skin color that had been tainted by other people, because skin color don't hurt nobody. It's the mindset of a person. If it wasn't for Caucasian people with her mindset, John Brown, our ancestors would have been in worse shape. They was always there. Some of them, their religion told them slavery was wrong. Some of them, their religion, they saw that the slave was a human being being mistreated. They was always there, in the minority, but they was there. And if you work with people, there's a lot of brothers, there's a lot of sisters you call ugly. You don't like them for whatever. But then you work with them, and then you get to know them. Next thing you know, hey, so-and-so married that chick. I thought he didn't like, I don't know. I know there's a brother, one of my friends when I was a child, teenager, and he was a fat guy. And of course, nobody really likes the fat guy, the Fat Albert guy. Do you know he ended up marrying one of the most popular girls in our school? I saw them in the store one time, and I saw them together, and they told me, oh, we married now. I'm like, what? Couldn't believe it. You never know. Folks talk all hard. I don't like so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. Then next thing you know, they married her. got a baby by him. I know my mama did that. It was a guy. I don't like him. He bald-headed and he this and that and that. Next thing you know, he's living with us. I thought you didn't like this cat. Some folks just be talking crap. We don't know what we like. We don't know what we would do until we're put in that situation. Because the bottom line is, the reality is, we are human beings. Whatever affects one human being will eventually affect others. On the path that humanity is going right now, it's a path of self-destruction. And how can blackity black, the Moors, how can the Nation of Islam, how can Hebrew Israelite, how can any of these folk, Pan-Africans, how can any of these folks talk about somebody when they have the same mindset? The same mindset. Because you all come from the same place. You all come from the womb of white supremacy. So since you are a child of white supremacy, there's only so much you're going to do, because you're their baby. We are their progeny. We are their product, whether you like it or not. Everything has time in the sun. We come and we go. What do the Bible say? The Bible says that we are like a blade of grass. We come up and we wither it away. That's the reality of it. Nothing lasts forever. There's nothing proven that can last forever. Even the hardest rock can be broke down to dust into nothing. Things come and they go. Native Americans, that life is a relic of the past. You will see them on these reservations and they go through the traditional dances and they still practice some of the traditional ways, but that life as a people or a civilization, however you want to call it, that's over. That's over. So those things fade away. Those things die. And it comes the time for a new reality. See, nobody fears a brand new baby. A brand new baby can't do nothing to you. Brand new baby cannot do nothing to you. Because it's new. See, your enemies, they don't fear you because you're not even born yet. You're not even a baby. You're not even new. But they fear the new because they don't know what the new will produce. Because this baby could be the next Michael Jackson, could be the next president of the United States, or this baby could be a serial killer. This baby could be the world's greatest drug dealer. We don't know. They fear the new. There are people who did not like cars. They didn't want to change the cars. What's wrong with my horse? They did not want airplanes. They didn't want to get with the new. They didn't want to get with the newly discovered. And that's how we are. We're scared of the new. We talk about God. The reason why you fear God because you don't know God. You are afraid of the mystery. You are afraid of the unknown. That's why you're afraid, because you don't know. So that's why you keep believing. Just in case God show up, I want to be on God's side. It goes back to fear of the unknown. And that's what sells religion and these ideologies. Fear. All over the earth, we're getting ready to wrap this up. Can you hang? I know I said this before. We're almost there. Hang with me a little bit. Welcome to Soul Liberation Day 2005. I'm Angel Snub 7. And we are simulcasting on our Facebook and various YouTube channels. I thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Our theme is Black Americans, Pioneers of a New Reality. Okay. Look, all over the earth, somebody had to be brave enough to explore and challenge nature itself to create a new reality for themselves. People jumped in boats, ships. Sometimes they even just swam. And they went, didn't know where they was going. The only thing they could see is water, but they went. That's hella. That's hella. I will admit, I don't have that kind of guts. I'm going to tell you, I don't have that kind of guts. The reason why human beings are where they are today is because somebody had to take us there. We talk about the white man in Africa. How did the white that Africa was there? How did the white man know that Asia was there? How did they know? Because somebody and go out there and find it and discover it. It may not be new to me. I ain't been there before. I remember as a truck driver, I heard of New York City, and I heard of Los Angeles. I heard of Fargo, North Dakota. I heard of New Orleans. I ain't never seen those places. It was new to me. They've been there for 200 years? I don't know. It was new to me. It was exciting to be in the truck and you start crossing those borders. Oh, there go Missouri, there go Iowa, New Mexico, there go Nevada. It was exciting crossing those borders, discovering these places you just saw on TV, pictures in a magazine. But these people, usually it was men. Usually it was men. It could be some women, but usually it was men. Men got out and just went for it. And once they landed somewhere, they created a whole new reality from themselves. And they didn't care who was there already. This is mine now. I live here now. I'm going to make it mine because I'm going to fight for it. Woo! I'm going to make it mine because I'm going to fight for it. You want some God. You want to ask the white man, here you go, sir. You want somebody to give you something on a silver platter because you're a slave. And a slave or a sheep can only go where the shepherd or the massa take them because they're not free. It's mine now. I was here first. I don't care. And this was not, the Europeans aren't the only ones guilty. They done it in Africa and Asia, all over the earth, where you find human beings. They done this. You start off in a little spot, and as you grow, your people need resources. So you go to war with your neighbors. Because I don't want to live with you. Move back. That's what they have done. It's not a European thing. This is what human beings have done. Especially under patriarchal civilization. That's what they do. You can even go back to Egypt. And according to the hieroglyphs that I saw somebody translate, that's what they was doing. That's why Egypt was so big, because they went to war with their neighbors, killed them. Usually what happens is they'll kill all the men, they'll kill the elderly because the elderly is no good to them. They'll keep the women because they can keep breeding with them, and the children they'll keep because they can convert the children to their new way of life. And this is what has been happening all over the earth. Even plants do it. Plants. You ever heard of an invasive species? An invasive species is a plant that came from somewhere else, probably by some men. They end up where they didn't belong, and they start kicking the other plant's ass. That's what happened. It's a big problem in Florida with invasive plants, invasive reptiles, invasive animals in Florida right now. They come somewhere and they kick the other animals in the ass. Or they simply eat them. Those big anacondas, I'm just going to eat all the deer. I'm going to eat the crocodile. I'm just going to eat. Pretty soon they're going to be eating your ass. Them big old anaconda that grow I don't know what. This is just the reality of how things are. See, I'm not trying to sell a narrative. We're going to just try to keep it real as possible. And I want somebody to come here and challenge what we say. Because I could be wrong. I say it all the time. I could be wrong. But they're not going to come here because they got a lot of explaining to do. And they're not going to be able to explain these things because it's an outrageous damn lie. And of course, you're going to look over, your concern is going to be with yours, your family, your people. The hell with them. So the hell with the Native Americans. This is about white folks. This is about Europeans. I don't care about no Native American. And this is the same attitude all over the earth. The Ukraine war, same stuff. Russia said, Ukraine belonged to me. I want mine. That's my stuff. And America said, well, that stuff helped me doing whatever, so I'm going to defend that because I want the right to that stuff. It's the same crap. Same thing with Gaza and Israel. Same crap going on. Men fighting over stuff. And right now, because I keep up with Dr. King's daughter, Bernice, she always talks. The Pan-Africans don't even do it. Dr. Bernice King is a Christian, and she keep up with what's going on in Africa more than these Dr. Umar Johnson and all these Pan-African lunatics. Because they want to sell you this beautiful place. Dr. King, Sister King, is telling you what's really going on in Africa. She's not selling a narrative. And you never hear Dr. King or the Pan-Africans, none of these suckers talk about what they doing for their brothers and sisters. Open up your house to them. None of them open up their house to their brothers and sisters to get them out of that. They only talk about the Europeanized countries where you can wear a pretty suit and get you some African mabumba soup or whatever it is. Antelope chili or something. I don't know what food they eat. And you live in one of those European, chances are the white man owns the hotels, these luxurious hotels in Africa. It's so fake. That's why they don't like Angel Snuffing Up 7, because you are fake. It's lies. We don't keep it real here. Black Americans, as you know, our ancestors was concentrated in the South. But at some point, because of domestic terrorism or simply I got to find a way to survive, I can't eat here. A lot of our ancestors, including my own, they walked, some had cars, and they drove to the north, to the west, to the unknown. Didn't know what was going to happen. Some of our celebrities like Louis Armstrong, The Temptations, Red Fox, even Malcolm X, as young people, I don't know where I'm going, but I got to get the hell out of here. There's a lot of teenage runaways. I don't know where I'm going, but I got to get the hell out of here. And so they leave one reality, one condition to another place. And when they get to that place and establish it, it's not going to be like the place that they left. It's impossible because this is a new place. You can't go to a place, you're used to sweet potatoes, but this place won't allow you to grow sweet potatoes. So your lifestyle going to be different from where you left because you can't even grow sweet potatoes here. So it's going to be different. Your lifestyle, everything is going to be new. Everything is going to be different. But for the new generations, for the children, that's all they know. They're going to ask you, what the hell is a sweet potato? Because they don't know nothing about it. Well, when I was young, we was back in the, down south, we had sweet potatoes. Maybe we can find a way to get some sweet potato. Because they don't know nothing about no sweet potato. My ancestors that I know of, I don't know about the ones prior to my birth and my life, but I know they left the state of Mississippi and went to the Midwest. Not everybody. A handful. And the handful once they got established, then my mother and others start going to the Midwest. See, we have to become leaders. You're not going to get anywhere being a follower. You're not going to get nowhere playing it safe. And that's what's in y'all mind. You don't want to lose nothing. You want something, but you want it easy. Nothing in life is easy. So you have some people that actually go out and explore the unknown. Then the followers come behind them. That's why you're proud to say, that's why you're proud to say, I'm a follower of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I follow Noble Drew Ali. I follow Jesus. I follow. You never said you lead any damn thing. But you expect to get what somebody lead earned. That's never going to happen. And then you're so silly. These people are dead or unknown, and you follow them. You can believe in Elijah Muhammad teaching, but you can't follow him. He's not here no more. You can't follow Noble Drew Ali. You cannot follow these people. Malachi York. Malachi York is in jail. You can't follow Jesus. He don't give you no kind of instruction. And the people that you do know and follow, they have not led you nowhere. They have produced nothing for you. How you gonna get angry at Angel Snuffed Up 7? I'm just talking the obvious. It's not my fault. Even Elijah Muhammad taught you can't follow dead people. You can believe in their teachings, what they left. You can't follow them no more. You can't follow Malcolm. There are those who are obsessed with Malcolm X. You can't follow that man. The one, when he was alive, they didn't follow him. As soon as the man was shot, his whole organization went to hell. They didn't know what to do because the only thing they was followers. Not a leader among them. When Elijah Muhammad died, it all went to hell. Not a leader among them. Same thing with the Moore Science Temple and the UNIA. As soon as they deported Marcus Garvey, that was the end. Because you're a follower. You a sheep. You talk about being so smart, being a god and all like that. Well, prove it. You can't. When the Pilgrims or those from England, wherever they come from, when they came here, they brought some of their customs with them. But this is not England. So even to this day, there are certain things that they still do that they brought from the mother country. But living here creates a new reality. And they still love and they still respect the mother country as long as she understands where she needs to be. Don't be in our business. They had to go to war, what, 2 times? with Mario England. You need to stay out of our business. we run things here. We was your corporation when we first got here. We was just a business when we first got here. But I'll be damned if I'm going to do all the work and you get all the profit. I don't think so. So they had to go to war. They had to die fighting mama over this. You want somebody to give you something on a platter. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Freedom has a price. It's not going to happen. The United States is not England. The United States is not Europe. Why don't they call them European Americans? Because they're not. Most of these Caucasian children, they wasn't born in England. They don't know nothing about England. We'll never go there. It's about America. This is a brand new reality. And they fought and they died. They sacrificed for this. And you believe they're supposed to just give you. So I ain't giving you nothing. You earn it just like I had to earn it. I don't give a damn what I did to you. We were slaves. You owe us. I owe you nothing. If I owe you something, take it. Since I owe you, make me pay. You know, just like some of these cats that owe you money, and then they avoid you for a little while. Then they just outright tell you, I ain't paying you nothing. Oh, come on, man. We known each other for 40 years, bro. It's only $20. Give my money. I ain't giving you nothing. So what you gonna do? You go to court over $20 or whatever. Your feelings get hurt, and he go his way and you go your way or whatever. Or you catch him, go into his house, you take a baseball bat and hit him in the head. But anyway, I'm not going to pay you your money. So if reparations is a debt, make them pay you your money. Ain't nobody been bad enough to come to America and make her do nothing. She be kicking these folks in the ass. And the ones that might be able to do something, they don't even have the power to travel all these miles to do anything to America. The best thing they can do is be a terrorist. Drop a bomb in the subway system now and then, you know, fly some planes now and then. They can't do nothing. Make me. If I owe you, make me. Well, God, oh, here we go. See, I got you, brother. God gonna make America pay. Do you know how many people dead and gone been saying, oh, the fall of America. America's gonna be punished. It's gonna die, whatever. You will be dead and gone before that happened. Things come up and they go down. Your happy ass will not see that. And even if we do see that, you part of America. If America go down, your happy ass going down with it. You stupid, stupid people. Something new, a new reality. Something new, meaning it's never been known before or seen before, or something recycled into a new form. Oh, wow. A coward, the slave mind cannot bring into existence a new reality. Because the slave mind, the follower, is dependent on somebody else. and you can't do for yourself. This is the reason why after 50 years, even Dr. King's daughter, she's done nothing no different than what she saw her father do. She adds nothing to the legacy except re-uploading his videos, re-quoting regurgitating the things that he said. But what about you, Sister Bernice? What about your brain? Because you are after him. You don't see any development from what he taught? No. So she is right where he left off. She can't go any further. She doesn't have the vision. A leader has to have the vision. A leader has to be creative. What the people have to understand, leadership is not about popularity. Leadership is about creativity. It's about a vision. It's about a goal and a purpose. When the Mormons went to that desert in Utah, that leadership had to have incredible vision, because that was a desert, rattlesnakes and cactus. How many of you have visited Utah lately? And you need to know that some brave people with incredible, and then one of their leaders died. But somebody picked up the mantle that had the vision. We're going to keep moving. We can't go back to oppression. But see, you are followers, and you proud to follow. And you get angry at Angel Snuffing Up 7 because I'm supposed to be a follower with you. I'm a visionary. A follower should turn into a leader at some point. A follower should at some point turn into a visionary, a creative force. To be able to see things and plan things so that that vision becomes a reality. The Mormons trusted their leadership. Nobody is perfect. They trusted their leadership, and it all paid off. Sometimes a leader has to do things you don't understand. Just like in your house, you have to do things that your children don't understand. Oh, mama, I don't know why y'all, mama and dad, y'all tripping. You have to make decisions. You have to do things that the children don't understand. And then when they grow up and think about what you've done, and they become parents themselves, hey, I know why mommy and daddy did that. They said that. When they mature. A lot of you can't understand Angel Snuffing Up 7 because you're not mature. You still have a slave mind, and you're caught up in things like children going to the toy store. The only thing you see is the toys you want to play with. You don't care about the warning label. That toy says no children under 10 years old or whatever. All you see is the toy. I don't mean a toy. You're not seeing the danger in the toy. These small parts that you could choke on if swallowed. You don't, I have a toy. I want, give me a toy. I want to play with the toy. It's up to the parents to watch out for the children. But see, as adults, we're supposed to have the same mind as the leader. So if we're going to Chicago, all the adults should know how to go to Chicago. I might have a heart attack. I might die. I might be like Dr. King. I might not get there with you. But I know you're going to make it to the promised land. I already know. This vision, Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, I might not get there with you, but I know you're going to make it to the promised land. I know. And it's even more wonderful if the children know. If all the adults, for some reason, didn't make it, the oldest child, the oldest children, well, y'all, mommy and daddy, everybody gone. I know how to get there. Woo! Boy. See, I'm a free man. I have a free mind. You don't hear these people talking like I do. A leader don't have to be a man. The leader is those who are competent, even if it's a child. I had a child not too long ago correct me. I was like, wow, I didn't see it that way. You're right. They were so happy. Thank you. Because I don't know it all. And the child told me something I didn't realize. They were so happy they want to help. Help you be successful. Help you get where you want to go. These folks think somebody is jealous of them. Envy. I want you to be successful. I want to go to the promised land that Dr. King talked about. Ain't nobody jealous. Ain't nobody envious of you. What the hell am I jealous and envious of people that's not going nowhere? You like a car stuck in the mud and your tire is spinning and you ain't going nowhere. I'm jealous. Oh, you jealous because I'm driving, but you stuck in the mud. You're not going nowhere. New, I'm going to say this again. New, something not known or seen before, or something recycled into a different form is new. A slave mind, a childish mind, cannot bring into existence nothing new. You ain't never heard of a child or a baby bring in nothing new. They don't have the knowledge. They can't comprehend. Some of these older children are pretty smart nowadays. But they didn't bring, I don't know too many of them that bring into something new. They know how to work well with something somebody else already brought into existence. The black slave can only bring into existence what his or her massa gave them. That's why we have our own version of Miss America. We have Black Miss America, the Grammys. We have the Black Grammys, things of this nature. We only copy what the massa gave us. We copy what they gave us. And then when we do come up with something new, they end up controlling it like it's theirs anyway. Because anything a slave has belongs to his massa. And some of you act like you silly or you don't understand why white folks control rap. And we know they did not create rap music and blah, 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 or the blues, but they control everything because that's masa. There's a lot of inventions that slaves invented. The masa get the credit. Some of you work in corporate America and you come up with these things, but the company actually owns whatever it is that you created. Because you belong to them. You my employee. You my damn slave. I gave you the resources in order for you to do what you done. Like I believe it was, I say I believe because I really don't know. I heard the Mustang and the Camaro was designed by black men. But they worked for Ford, they worked for GM, whatever. So that's their crap. Because there's still a slave-massa relationship. And a lot of us don't even know that black men invented this and that and that because massa control all that. So here we are. I'm going to say this in our conclusion. We're getting ready to conclude this talk. Even when our ancestors became physically free, still copy massa. I thought you was free. Still copy massa. Still doing no different really when you was on the slave plantation. Your mind, everything about you is the same as massa. But now you free, so-called free, and try to compete with massa. But yet, what's his name? Jay-Z still got to walk with old geezer men, Caucasian men. Ain't walking with rich black men like that because they don't control nothing. He want to be in the good with massa because massa is the one that really controls it. Jay-Z know this. They don't have nothing in common at all. At least if it was Berry Gordy, you have some kind of commonality. But this is what happens when you follow. We got to follow, got to be, and you're proud to be a follower. So we continue to follow these black conscious, Pan-African, Hebrew Israelite, Moors, NOI type teacher, whatever it is, whatever is your favorite, blackity black institution. And where have they led us? To the cave. The cave that you said a white man came out of. That's where they have led you, to the cave. This new reality, we're going to say this in conclusion. Hang on just a second. We're going to bring this to conclusion. We believe in so many things, and we really don't even know why. And then we think that we know and get angry at somebody when they ask us questions and find out you really don't know. What I'm wearing is called a dashiki. And the dashiki origins with the Yoruba, I think they call it the Yoruba tribe in Africa. But this actual design, or when you see dashikis, the actual, okay, see, do a Google search, look it up. the actual design for the dashiki is European. It was created by a Dutch person, Angelino something. But this is what represented our African side in the 1960s, late 1950s, 60s, 70s, and things of that nature. But the dashiki is a combination of African and European design. Actually, European design, it was inspired by the Yoruba tribe. Now, I don't know. I don't know the history deep. That's what I got from a simple Google search. But this is what I do know. That this topic is Black Americans, pioneers of a new reality. You could be. You have the potential if you get out of the follower state of mind. Because a follower can't lead nobody nowhere. The new reality of Europeans and Asians and some others, the Chinese, their new reality is space. The final frontier where man has never gone before. Remember Star Trek? That's their focus. At one time, it was the ocean. The ocean, a frontier where man has never gone before. The air, a frontier where man has never gone before. Now, it's space. That's their reality. They're looking at space. This is another way of looking at the space is in the scriptures, they call space heaven. I want to go to heaven. Space, the universe, is the heavens. Up there. And it goes on and on and on and on. The vast emptiness of space. I want to see that. How do I get there? That's the challenge. And many people will die like they did exploring the ocean, like they did exploring the air. People died for airplanes. They died in the middle of oceans. Everywhere human beings went, somebody died, but somebody took their place until we finally made it. That's leadership. Just because I died, you find out where I went wrong, and they keep coming. And then usually, when the men finally make it where they need to go, they bring the women and the children. But now women are on these space shuttles. Women are part of this final frontier. They will die. They will sacrifice because somebody gonna make it one day. And all this religion, spiritual talk is gonna stop because they're gonna be out there in the cosmos. Just like at one time, they told us this lie that heaven was sitting on a cloud. Remember that? But they had to stop telling that lie because we had airplanes, supersonic jets that fly above the clouds, and ain't nobody seen heaven on a cloud. So they stopped telling that lie. And these will stop telling that lie about different dimensions and the spiritual world. They're going to stop telling that damn lie because you're going to be out there in space. You're going to be traveling these places. The lie is going to die. And it should die. So what is the black man, soul brothers and sisters in this country? What are we going to do? What are we doing while these folks trying to get out into the heavens? Blackity black, pro-black, they talking about how do you get some putty tat. That's one of their favorite conversations. How to keep a man, how to keep a woman. That's their favorite conversation. The Lord Jesus Christ. Putting on costume that look like you make you look like you from ancient Egypt or some ancient African, Hebrew or whatever, trying to go back to the past. Here we are, we got people trying to go into the heavens. And our leadership, the people that we support, they're keeping you on a slave plantation. They keep you trying to live 1930, 5000 BC and all this other dumbass stuff. I'm not going to do that. If you're supposed to be free. The heavens represent freedom. And see, it's the end of racism. Because once you go out into the heavens, nobody gonna give a damn about black, white, Asian, or whatever. We are human beings out here in the universe. So all this stuff gonna die. You claim, oh, racism won't never die. It might not die on earth, but it will in heaven. I guarantee. Just like when men go to war and they need each other on the battlefield. Nobody give a damn if you're homosexual, you're black, white, or whatever. Only thing I know, you on my side, shoot this bullet. And that's the same thing that you're going to see as human beings begin to go out to the new final frontier. All this stuff that we know of is going to die. So the scriptures talk about that this God, I'm going to create a new heaven and a new earth, and the former things shall pass away. The scripture talk about this body belong to the earth. But when you die, that spirit leaves the body and goes out into the heavens. This body, this flesh and blood, stays with the earth. So those who are relegated to the flesh and blood, those who are relegated to the flesh, they stay here. But those who have been able to break that, able to go out into the heavens, the whole reality is changed, is whole different. They can't be stopped. And the scriptures talk about everlasting life. Not that you can't die. This life that we live is dead. It's for those who are stuck in the grave. That's why it's so much emphasis on the Jesus, that he rose from the dead. He was able to break the grip of death. And where did he go? He went to the heavens. If you want to look at it in a real sense, there it is. I'm not special. I'm not smarter than you. The only difference between you and I is that I've been able to break out of the matrix. And when I say matrix, I understand that the matrix is white and it is also black. I understand that the black is probably worse because when you embrace the black, you think you know it all. You think you got it. You think you made it. I'm a Pan-African. I'm a black Muslim. I'm a black Hebrew Israelite. That's not black. I'm just an Israelite. I'm not a black. I'm just an Israelite. I'm comedic, metaphysical science. I'm a Moor with my red hat. I'm a very smart intelligence. This other stuff. I'm a Nuwabian. There's a lot of stuff out here. It's things that these folks believe in or whatever, I never even heard of. But it's in the grave. And it keeps you connected to the flesh. And the flesh is connected to this earth. And you'll never be able to break its grip. And you become comfortable in this cesspool. You're not able to see yourself as being. Able to see yourself as a product somebody made you into. I'm black. I'm an Israelite. A product that somebody made you to. So you can find somebody else glass tube. Somebody's science experiment gone wrong. The same tube. But I've been able to bring out of the matrix. I could be wrong. I welcome the challenge. I welcome the debate. But as you know, these folks, the big boys, are not going to mess with me. They are wise and intelligent enough to leave me the hell alone. The little misfits, they'll come. And even they stop coming. Because they know. Because you can tell. Why you going to mess with somebody? You don't know nothing about me like that. You don't know where I'm coming from. You're a follower. I'm a creator, a liberator, a visionary with vision, purpose, and goal. You don't know nothing about that. You're just a follower. And then you look stupid when your leader, like Tariq Nasheed, turn around and make fun of you for believing in what he gave you. Woo! Man. Let's say this and get out of here. Let's say this and get out of here. A baby must crawl before he or she can walk. I've never seen a child myself. I've never seen a child that can walk as soon as a human child. I've never seen them able to come and walk and eat solid food. We must crawl before we walk. But I am here to tell you on this Soul Liberation Day, if I never see you again in life, this real truth that we bring, this soul power forever that we bring, this vision that we call Operation Exodus Mississippi Campaign. Where is it? Right here. This is the milk that will strengthen you and make you strong so that you can stand upright So you are no longer a follower, but you are also part of the final frontier, a leader. We get all these things from these foreigners and the white man and other places. Why can't they follow our guidance? And they will. If you show them that you're worthy of following, if you show them you're worthy of being listened to, by how you develop yourself. Because they will say, wow, look what they changed into something new. They've risen from the grave. Just as we follow and listen to other people, why can't they do the same? I'm telling you, you get on this soul train. I'm just a conductor. I'm just somebody to use my voice to get you on the train. In our people, there's leaders. You ready? And you will take this train, put it on this track. You'll take this train further than I could take it. You will take the train to the promised land. And understand, when I talk about the promised land, you begin to understand the vision. Like those Mormons, those people saw the vision of Utah. You begin to see your own vision where you need to be. And instead of being on the ground looking up to these people running around trying to go into space, you'll be right there with them. I'm not talking about as no American citizen. You are in a position to build your own spaceships. Do your own research. And where they fail, you might succeed. And they follow you to heaven. You and I open up heaven's door. But it's going to take real brain power, not just belief in cartoon characters. What the Bible said, and the Quran said, and what so-and-so said. No, I'm going to tell you what I say. Get on the soul train. And even Jesus will be proud. Even Muhammad will be proud. God himself will be proud. Look at them. Look at my children. They got tired of waiting and they grew up. Woo! Do you understand what I'm saying to you? God will say, Allah will say, whatever your God is, your God will look at you and what you're doing. They don't even need me. And what do it say in the scripture? When you take a step, God takes 2 steps for you. But then also at the same time, if you're able to step, what you need God for? That's for crippled folks. That's for sick people. You a free man? You ain't sick? Then walk. Get your ass up and walk. And do what a free man's supposed to do. Stop acting as a damn slave. I follow. You say that with pride. I follow. And I'm supposed to be impressed by you. You a damn follower. Booty licker of somebody. Trying to follow dead folks. Bunch of incompetent losers. Ain't led you no damn where. But somebody's supposed to be impressed. You think Donald Trump supposed to be impressed by you? No. Nobody's impressed by you except other slaves. Tripping off all this big shot talk. Feel good talk. Drug addict talk. I'm not a drug addict and I'm not a damn slave. I don't follow dead folks. I'm free. And when you become free, before you close your eyes, as you become the real free, you might remember, now I understand what SNIFFY was talking about. Accept reality, my friend, is much easier. And with that said, I thank us, all of you, for participating and joining us and making very successful this Soul Liberation Day 2025. I actually wasn't going to talk. I wasn't gonna do anything. But I feel as though I'm obligated, if I don't say nothing, as long as I'm alive, if I don't say nothing ever again, at least every year, bring something to the people I'm born from. A message that maybe you might get it. And not for a lot of the old heads, they're done. Maybe some of the youth will hear these words and understand and see where their elders went wrong. Straighten yourself up. And where your elders failed, you can be successful. I don't need no credit. I don't need any praise. Just liberate yourself and go to heaven. Again, thank you for listening. Subscribe, share this commentary. And I'm Angel Snub 7, aka, well, actually, it's Taalik Ibn'rad, aka Angel Snub 7. I am the AdMinister of this channel we call Reality's Temple on Earth. Thank you for joining us for this Soul Liberation Day. And as our ancestor Don Cornelius used to always say, as in parting, we wish you love, peace, and soul. We are Audi 5000.